Welcome to the Company Settings Training Guide. The first step in setting up your system is to update your company settings. Set up your sites and supervisor for workflows. Locations can be added in advance for workers' forms and searchability. Areas and employee tags will help with tracking employees. Choose the certifications you want to track and more. Time to dive in. By the end of this training guide, you will have an understanding of these outlined objectives for system setup. The following are system settings found within Company Settings and the General tab. 1. Allow printing of manuals and documents. There is an upgrade to the system coming, currently part of Legacy, and will be updated in 2023. 2. Workers have permission to see other workers' information. This is the contact list in web-based software on side menu. It shows first name, last name, phone number, email, and photo. 3. Orientation courses. Populate this field with mandatory orientation courses that workers must complete before getting system access. Examples would be company orientation and WHMIS. 4. Safety meeting types will be removed, legacy item. The form designer now takes over this feature with custom meetings. 5. HSE Incident Report Recipients. Fill this field with the users you want to be notified when an incident report moves to an investigation. An early email notification will get sent out with the following details: site, location, date and time of incident, date and time reported, title, description, assigned to and due date. Sites are an identifier that facilitates system-wide workflows for your team. This is the heart of the program. Therefore, the naming convention of sites should consider the following. Only one site. This is often an identifier using the initials of the company name. This works well when you want simplicity for the workers, if the company is small or if the company works in multiple non-permanent job sites. Examples would be ABC. Multiple sites if there are several divisions, plumbing, heating, electrical, etc., or permanent work sites, each with its own supervisor. Then add these to sites and they will appear in the drop-down menu on all forms. Companies working with multiple supervisors with individual teams would choose to use multiple sites to ensure forms, action items and information get to the right supervisor or team. Examples include mechanical, plumbing, electrical. Remember, you have locations on the form to highlight information such as physical location, job number, client, and more. Some other factors to consider when adding multiple sites to your system. Equipment. Are pieces of equipment assigned to certain work sites or divisions within the company? If so, then your asset management will indicate activity, incidents, repairs, and more for each site. Scheduler. If you have supervisors responsible for one worksite or division, the reminders for inspections, safety meetings, and more can be scheduled at times specific to their site. Location. When the company wants to be able to search by physical location, job number, client name and more. These can be added under location and we learn about this soon. Supervisors. When assigning supervisors and HSE supervisors, it is important to know who gets what notifications. Therefore, consider the following. Site supervisors are notified when corrective actions on forms are created from their site. They can then assign the corrective action to a worker for completion. Anyone who needs to see the corrective actions can be added as a site supervisor. Owners, designates, and admins can view all actions items for the company. HSE supervisors within the investigation system. When a worker fills out the initial incident report, the HSE supervisor gets the early incident reminder emailed to them as the form is saved. The HSE supervisor will do the assessment and assign the investigation for completion. A notification with these details is automatically sent out to your management group on the General tab upon assignment. Location settings. Locations are listed on every form created by your workers. You can control locations within company settings and have the following functionality. Add location. Use this to create a new location value. Deactivate. Use this to remove locations from appearing on forms. Restore. Use this to bring back deactivated locations. Restrict location selection. To these values, toggle on to allow workers to add new locations when filling out a form. Toggle off to disable the ability for a worker to free type location values and ensure they pick from your pre-populated list. Examples of locations are job number, physical location, client or other identifiers used by your company. Areas and manager settings. Add areas to assign an area manager and area employees for better tracking of your workforce. Within the employee section, you can filter your employee page and training matrix to pull client-ready reports. Areas would be helpful when looking at site-specific orientations. You can drill down on your training matrix to ensure each worker has completed the site-specific orientation. The area manager's signature shows up on the auto-generated training certificate for custom courses when completed by workers and found in their profiles. Employee tag settings. Add employee tags to input additional notes on your employees such as positional tags. Examples of employee tags. First aid responders, confined space watch, electrical apprentice, 3rd year. This will help you easily identify groups of employees in your employee list and training matrix, so you can find the right person with credentials to dispatch for the job. It will also help you determine who needs to be trained in upcoming sessions. Uploadable certificate settings. Workers have different names for certificates. We tightened this process by allowing you to pre-populate the list of certificates your company tracks. Create the names for the uploadable certificates you want your company to track. Examples of uploadable certificates. Asbestos awareness, fall protection, H2S alive, WHMIS. Workers and admins will only be able to upload the certificates you have populated here and they will be automatically added to your training matrix. Major upgrade coming to the Safety Evolution system in Q1 2023. With the recent upgrades in the form designer for all custom forms, one of the last pieces is getting them into the scheduler. Currently on the roadmap for Q1 2023. Your customer success manager will work with you one-on-one to get schedulers for your workforce in the system. Stay tuned. Asset definition settings. Upload asset groups or categories into the system and choose what properties you want to track such as unit number, serial number, purchase price, make, model, and more. Example. Asset definition name, light-duty trucks. First property, unit number. Second property, make. Third property, model. Fourth property, purchase price. Fifth property, VIN. Properties can be edited and rearranged for ordering at any time. See Asset Management Training Guide for more information. Safety Evolution's Form Designer gives you the ability to digitize all of your safety paperwork with powerful modules that initiate alerts/notifications, capture worker and third-party signatures, and make tracking your assets, employees, sites, and locations effortless. See Form Designer Training Guide for more information. The Form Designer is one of the most powerful systems and will be a training session in itself. Thank you for joining, and here is a review of everything we learned today. With the foundations of your company settings in place, this training video will always be a resource for you and your team in the training section.